Good. Camera, set. Set it. Okay. This is my little workshop, but I want to tell you a little story. So my wife one day, she told me that basically I'm a master of all trades, or a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I actually got quite offended by this because I've always tried to take pride in my work. And, I have a bunch of different videos, and I've built a bunch of houses and frame stuff and concrete finishing and all kinds of stuff. And so I got super offended because I always thought I did a good job, or at least I tried to do a good job. So it got me to thinking, and it actually caused me to bump my quality up a notch. But I wanted to start making videos of certain things because I wanted to prove to myself that I'm a master of all trades and not just a master of one or none, or I can do more than one thing. So I think in order to do that, you have to prove to yourself by doing several different kinds of these different trades. For example, I think if you're calling yourself a carpenter, you can't just frame houses. Okay, so I have a bunch of framing houses videos, so I know I can frame a house, but I decided I should make a playlist of finished carpentry. So I did a finished carpentry video where I went over baseboards, I went over door casing, and some stuff like that. So that was an effort to prove to myself that I can do finished carpentry. Oh, I did a pantry too. I redid my kitchen pantry. But this next journey is going to be woodworking. So I built this workbench. At least I almost built it. I still got to do the vice jaws, and it's actually quite a lot more on it. It looks like it's basically done, but it's got a lot more to do. And that's going to be my kind of woodworking journey. But I think to be a woodworker, you need to do a slab. I did a slab once, okay, and I'd like to do another one. But then you also have to do wood turning, and you have to do some sort of cabinet. I've made a cabinet or two, but I need to really bump that up a lot and make a nice cabinet. So that's part of this next journey. I'll try to put a link to some concrete videos because I did a bunch of concrete videos. I've done some steps recently, and that video is kind of taken off, pretty decent for at least what I'm used to having take off. But I've done a ton of concrete foundations, and I've done a bunch of flat work, including this slab of this shed build that I'm standing on currently. But I also re-landscaped my yard. I've done driveways and things. So I'll put a link to my concrete playlist down here. I'll put a link to this shed build. So I go from the foundation, squaring up the foundation, to framing the whole thing. This one I actually made an error, and the one side is actually like 1.5 inches out of square. So I kind of addressed that in how to frame it up, how to square up the whole pad, and then I framed the walls. I did the roof above us with a skylight and some windows. The last video was about doing these windows. That is this light right here coming down us through this window that I built that saved me hundreds of dollars. And it's just a cheap version of it, but it works, and it's perfect for a shed, and it looks good. It gives a nice modern look to this whole shed. And then this week's video, not this one currently, but I'm going to make a playlist. This is going to finish off the shed build. So I'll make kind of a time lapse of all the videos combined where I'm building this shed from the foundation up to the roof and siding and everything. So watch out for that. And thanks for watching. Hopefully some of you actually saw this video, because most of the time if I post a live video, it gets like no views. But hopefully someone caught this, and I'll link those playlists so it'll go to a bunch of different videos that I've done. So look out for that. Thanks for watching. Let me turn this thing off. How do I turn it? How do I turn it off? I don't even know. Exit. Oh, there it is.